Okay, so in this lesson we're going to concentrate just on dodge and burning. First of all, we're going to dodge and burn just the person again, and then we're also going to dodge and burn just the background here a little bit, and brighten the center point and darken the outside point again. Also, we're trying to create just a little bit of a vignetting effect here with the dodge and burn. Okay, also we have a free tutorial explaining you guys how to work with the best 3 methods for dodge and burning. I'm using the gray method. You can also work with curve adjustment layers again. I'm first of all going to go down here and create just a new empty layer, duplicate that by Command J, and right here hard, and the second one soft. There's also a quicker method to that, just my way of doing it. I'm going to select the hard again, also the marking tool, and just press Command A again. So selecting the complete canvas, press M for marking tool, right click, and we're going to say fill this up with 50% gray. Okay, Command D, get out of the selection. I'm going to turn off the hard layer, or basically actually first of all change the blending options to overlay because that's a little bit harder. And then the soft layer, we're also going to take the marking tool, Command A again, also the Windows users, Control A again, M for marking tool, still in the marking tool, right click, and we're going to say again fill this with 50% contents as well. Okay, so again 2 new gray layers now. As well, I'm going to switch the blending options to soft light and select hard and soft, Command G, and put that together in a group as D and B, dodge and burn. So you guys also know where is what in the whole PSD file. Okay, so hard layer, we're going to work a little bit more on just the little areas and little harder areas, for instance the hair, a little bit on the fingers, a little bit on the jacket, and the soft layer we're going to work just on skin. So on the hard layer, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer, B for the brush, and also hold Control Alt together. So I'm going to make my brush first of all the way down to 0 hardness, so no hardness at all, and also my opacity, change that to just 7%. So it's literally very, very small. Okay, and then as well B for the brush. I'm going to escape here the caps lock mode, because if you got caps lock on you can't literally see your brush. Okay, so like that. Then as well, now select your black foreground color in order to burn and white foreground color in order to dodge. So I'm going to just go burn over his hair, and now we're going to go just in the fine details of the guy's eye and all the little areas, for instance the wrinkles here, and just give that a bit more depth here. Okay, and I'm literally just going through these small areas. As well, I'm going to make my brush a little bit bigger and just go over the beard here, a little bit down here. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and down here as well, over here. And now I'm going to make my brush super small and just go into these little areas over here around the lips, giving that just a nice structure for the outside. Okay, a little bit bigger. Great. Now as well, also down here, just a few gestures and tweaks that a bit. Okay, not too much. Command Z, go step back. As well, I'm going to go over here and also burn this area. A little bit more over here. Okay, a little bit from the hair. Okay, we're going to zoom out a little bit just to see our before and after already. So this is again our before and after, before and after. And I can literally go over the beard once again. Okay, just to darken this a bit more here. The outlines. Okay, now what I'm also going to do is go just over the jacket, and here I work a little bit rougher. So basically meaning I'm just darkening all these shadow areas and wrinkles again, and trying to just bring more texture out of the whole jacket. Let it stand out a little bit more so it looks a bit more dynamic, and yeah, just a bit more rougher actually. Okay, a little bit more, and as you guys can see, all the shadow areas slowly in there, using always a different brush size as well. Also darkening this big spot over here and darkening the complete back a little bit. Then also down here a little bit more. And now literally just more working here on the shadow parts. A little bit further, also up here. Okay, great. Now we're going to switch. I'm actually pretty happy. I just had a look here at the cap. That all looks good. Now what I'm going to do is actually switch with white. So with X to white foreground color, we're going to dodge now. Then as well, also now I'm not going to work in the shadow areas, basically just on the highlight area. So meaning here on top, also giving this jacket a really nice pop. Okay, and also again, change your brush size frequently. Again over here and here. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, a little bit over the hand here, and I'm basically just doing this now on the hard layer, just on the jacket, and obviously a little bit here on the cap maybe. I don't want to do that on the soft layer. The soft layer we're just going to use for the skin. Okay, a little bit more, and I'm going to zoom up to the top, and maybe just for the cap here, also give that a nice adjustment here on the top, on the glasses, so these highlights stand out really nicely. Also a little bit this rim light here from the sun. Okay, a little bit the cap here, so we just get a bit more detail on the cap. Okay, then as well, also just a little bit here on his ear, and also I'm going to zoom a little bit closer. B for the brush again, and a little bit on his eyes. A little bit the rim lights here. Okay, not too much, and a little bit on his lips. Okay, and then a huge dot over here, and also a little bit on his cheek. Okay, now we're going to switch back to the soft layer actually, and just do this a little bit more. Okay, another one over here. I'm also very close in now, so I'm going to press Z, zoom out a little bit, just to see again the before and after. It's obviously a lot of red in there as well. We're going to desaturate it also in a little while. Okay, a little bit here on his eyebrows. And then as well, I'm also just going to work here a little bit on his hands. And I'm also doing this quite roughly now, guys, and really quickly. Spend a bit more time when you do this. Okay, a little bit on his hands still. Then also switch with X again. We're going to burn now, still on the soft layer. And I'm just burning all the shadows and edges a little bit. Okay, something like that. Okay, it just brings again a bit more detail there. Alright, so that's all just for the person so far. So again, here's the before and after, before and after. Then as well, we also wanted to do just a separate layer for the background here. So I'm going to go and create a new layer again from down here. As well, move that all the way to the top. Again, select the marking tool as well from the left side. Command A, selecting the complete canvas again. Right click once again, fill with 50% gray. I think actions for this would also be just doing the workflow quicker, so creating an action would also be really great. Again, I'm going to switch this to soft light blending option, and now with this one we're just going to work on the background. So I'm also going to rename this for you to background. Okay, B for the brush as well, make my brush super big so that we kind of replacing the sun in a way. Also switch again foreground color, so first of all I want to lighten again, so dodge, and just check that the brush is super feathered, so Control Alt together, and it's completely feathered, and I'm literally just going to brighten up the inside a little bit like so. Okay, going to leave that, and that will render for us because it's quite huge. Photoshop does take a little bit of time to render with that huge brush. Again, here's our before and after, so it's kind of like working like the sun. A little bit more here, and also the city down here, brightening that up a bit. Okay, now I'm going to switch with X again to burn, and I'm literally just trying to create this vignetting effect. So burning a little bit over here, then again also down here a little bit, and on the right hand side. Okay, not too much. I don't want to create these weird rings. A little bit further, and that is rendering for us a little bit more. Okay, and you guys can already see here on our mask as well, or basically the background layer with dodge and burn, what we've created. So again, the before and after, before and after. And you can still do this a little bit stronger, a little bit more. I'm doing it just in a subtle way, so it's not affecting too much. Okay, again, the whole dodge and burn process. Here's the before and after, before and after. And I also did this really quickly now. Spend a bit more time when you do this. Yeah, that's also all for the dodge and burn lesson. We're going to go over now to the next lesson, where we're going to start with the